It's my first attempt at actually doing a wedding flower, dried wedding flower piece. A florist friend of mine has actually dried the flowers. These have been actually in silica gel since August 2019, so coming up for a year, which is a bit scary. They're a bit dry, they're a bit delicate to say the least. So my thinking was that I am going to use a deep mould rather than actually do it to be able to place them all in together. So use a deep mould, and so a silicone mould. I'm going to do a first pour using glitter, and because the jip is actually so delicate, I'm actually going to try and break the jip up in the bottom to ensure that I've got it. The colour themes were navy and cream, so I'm going to use a navy ribbon to swirl in. So just wanted to sort of start you off with the process. Hi, welcome back. Second part of doing the wedding flower plaque with the dried flowers I showed previously, which you can see over here. What I done was poured one with glitter, and I used the gypsophilia that had been dried by the client because it was actually so dry I wouldn't have been able to place it without it breaking. So I'm going to pour initial layer on top to help me be able to place it, and obviously, as you know, working with resin, once you've placed, especially with the dry flowers, that's it, it's one chance saloon. So I'm going to go for a quick zap of heat gun. Apologies for the noise of the birds in the background. I've got some house sparrows nesting in the box. So my thinking is that, again, the roses themselves are very, very delicate. So my dish is deep enough to actually, hopefully it's going to be quite a chunk when it's done, to be able to do, and then I'm going to gradually hopefully pour it up as we go. So I'm going to pour the rest of it in slowly, and I'm hoping that the roses aren't going to float. My ribbons and that I'm going to pour in the next layer, so it's going to be a multi-layer piece, I hope. I'm hoping, from watching the other ones, that actually by pouring over the roses to start will actually solve some of the bubble issues. No idea what this rose is going to look like. What I realised after I stopped videoing yesterday was actually I didn't show placing the ribbons. So what I'd done, recap from previous bits, was done a part pour. I then laid the ribbons in so that they actually led and sort of looked like they're floating. So today's task is to pour the next layer. I'm hoping that I shouldn't get too many bubbles from my roses in doing this. So you might notice I've actually got a piece of a board underneath of it, because I found by trial and error, trying to move these, if they're wet, you end up everything sliding. So to actually be able to manoeuvre these like that is much better. So today's task: resin already pre-mixed. So I've got some little heart beads I'm thinking about placing. At the moment I don't know whether I think I'm going to pour a layer, and again apologies for my breathing because I've got my mask on. You'll also notice today I've got long sleeves on. Notice that I was starting to get a little bit of a rash on my forearms, which I think is from the resin. So I actually commandeered one of hubby's old long sleeve shirts to be able to cover up my arms. And again, you'll see that I'm just trying to do a gradual pour over the roses. Thick, just enough to hopefully be able to do another bit round. Don't know if you can see those roses from there, so they're getting a good part pour over it. So my thinking is, actually I'm going to take this glove off to be able to place, I think, these little, I don't know if you can see those. Now down here I'm not putting anything in this area here, because my plan is, do it that way, my plan is that I've got my writing to go in here, which I've already pre-cut. If this video is a success and you like what I've been doing, then please leave me a like underneath. This little thing that I've got here was actually some leftover resin from another poured a heart mould, and actually it's perfect for this. It's just thinking where I'm going to put it. So I think I'm going to go there. Then my pre-cut writing I've already done. It's going to go in around there, and then if it needs anything else I can add it in that layer as well. So I've got one. So we've done another pour yesterday and inserted the bead hearts and the blue heart. So today's is inserting the writing and then doing another pour on top. So I pre-cut as yesterday done, marked where my centre of my writing will be, making sure that I've got nothing in there it's going to mark. So we have now got our roses on 2019. I don't know if you can see the roses themselves, but I think by doing the part pours in, hopefully we've eliminated the bubble issues. So I'm going to do another nice slow pour over the top. So again, pre-mix my resin, let it sit for a little while, put my gloves on. I have mixed 300 of resin. As you can see, it's quite good. Hi, welcome back. So overnight the pour dried. Again, really clear, looks good. So we've got a good pour there. You can see the writing. Beautiful clear finish. Hopefully I won't muck it up on the last pour. Sent the video to the client this morning because actually quite liked the roses protruding, but as I said to her, I should imagine it would be a pain to actually dust, and also I'm not sure how the roses would survive part pour. So she's after it all to be covered. So hopefully final last pour today, because what I found is it's much better to do smaller pours so you can actually get the bubbles out. One thing I did notice yesterday when I kept coming and actually checking on it was that bubbles kept appearing actually out of the roses. You thought there was nothing there, and the next time you look, there's a bubble appeared. So again, I think definitely something like this, it needs just that time process. I'm actually quite surprised how much resin it was actually taken. Okay, I don't know where we got with that other one. So this is final pour on this piece. I've hopefully gone enough over. Tomorrow, hopefully, it'll be demold tomorrow. Okay, final part of the video and the demoulding. So done another pour over the top. Decided not to do any more on it because I think the layers, there's a few little micro bubbles appearing. So point of demoulding. Scary stuff. Biggest project I have done so far. Got a line around it. So that was the back where we done the pour. I don't know if you can see that through. Quite clear. Disappointed that there's a line, but overall, it's difficult to get it without the reflection of the window. Let's come in this way. Let's see, quite a few micro bubbles, and I think that was in that last and final pour. But hopefully she'll be pleased with it.